Hi, my name's Maria. I'm the trigger warning. If you're returning, hi guys. Everyone's seen the title, you know what the reading's about. If this reading is not what you're going through, I just ask that in return for watching and connecting to this energy, which means draining this energy, that you at least say a prayer, set some good intentions, manifest positive outcomes for everyone involved in this situation, because this energy, it's heartbreaking, earth shattering, right? It's all of those things. And yes, it's going to lead to Phoenix energy, right? Restoration, renewal, but transformation, not the same, no longer the same, right? Somebody here, and I really feel that this is a man. I feel that you've given your all. You have changed. You could have, maybe you were a playboy in the past. I don't know. Or maybe you were just flirty, but you've basically done everything that you can with the woman that you're with to prove, first of all, you should never have to fucking prove anything to anybody. Okay. I just want to say that. Secondly, you did this out of a willingness to. You chose to. You wanted to prove to this person that maybe that you weren't the same, that you've changed, or that, it's not what they think it is, whatever it may be. You wanted to prove. You wanted. So you chose this and you did everything right. I need you to know this. You did everything right. Everything. Spirit moved you from within to do and to say and to pause and, re-evaluate and reprocess. You did those things right. You are just dealing with someone who is used to getting their way and not having to give anything in return. You're used to someone who even when they think about other people and do nice things for others, it's with themselves in mind. Like, oh, I know that if I do this, then he's gonna feel this type of way, and that means that he'll say yes to this or that or the other, or forgive me for this or that or whatever. Okay, so this person can absolutely be someone who used sex as a weapon to manipulate you, right? They used everything that they knew about you to wrangle you, okay? And what does that mean? Well, if you're a wild horse, we're in the year of the fire horse. They used everything in their power to fucking tame your fire, right? So that they could even mount you in the first place. And then when they finally got up there and they had you unable to burn the way you're supposed to because of whatever way that they have now, it feels like put a stopper, like built a dam with your own essence, your own key, all right? And they're on you, and still, it's like still a battle of your gut, your soul, your spirit, knowing deep down, this isn't right. I'm doing what she asked me to do. I'm being more considerate. I'm whatever. You've done all the things. And she continues with everything that you have brought up that bothers you. And she doesn't see it as something that she needs to change. All right? I feel like this person doesn't tell the truth very often. Okay? So, we have a few numbers already, okay? 99, so 99, 88, 3, 1, 4, 13, 2, 6, yeah, I haven't said that yet, 6, 20 and 26, okay, and 22, and I guess 62. Any combination of those numbers, basically, right? Some people have like, what do they call those things? Not a cryptex. It's like a code, like the Da Vinci Code or Morse code, right? Or even like what, I don't know. It's just like the numbers represent specific stuff, okay? Like letters. So there's a message there in those numbers for somebody here. And I feel like you're very good. You see patterns. Well, if you're new, then you're absolutely in the right place, because we see patterns in this collective and we see how patterns connect. All right. And we can acknowledge how certain patterns are absolutely dependent on another pattern repeating for it to continue, at least for it to continue with us personally. You've learned this. Okay. Because the greatest relationship you'll ever have is the relationship with yourself, getting to know yourself. Okay. And I feel that you've always loved yourself, but deep down, there's also always been a rejection of self as well, okay? The wanting, absolutely wanting to accept, which is beautiful. I mean, isn't that all of us? I don't think I've ever met anybody who was like, completely knew themselves, because we're so much more than this experience here. We're humans. Hue, light. We are light beings. We are energy, essence of life, of creation. We are fucking bottled essence of creation because we're God's children. We are children of creation itself. We are bottled creation. So anything you want to know, you absolutely can know if you really set your mind to it. And I firmly believe that, because my mother always taught me that. And sometimes it would be some of the weirdest shit that I would, as a kid, would ponder about, right? And I saw and I learned, right, through my experiences and the synchronicities and all the signs that appeared, things like that, right? Yes, very interesting, very interesting. You see these patterns, and some of you, my heart goes out to you, because I do believe that some of you have been with this person, some of you, not all of you, but over 8 years or up to 8 years. All right. It's just been a long time. If you genuinely, truly go out in this world and actually have conversations, open-hearted, open-minded, truthful, blunt, straightforward conversations about whatever comes up. If somebody brings it up, well, they brought it up. I'm going to tell them my truth. Why am I going to like stay quiet or whatever? Like, no. I need them to know that I'm not someone they want to talk to. That I'm not someone that they have an interest in, if that's how it is going to be. And it's the same thing as if I want them to know that, oh, I can tell we have a lot in common, right? You see the patterns. So no matter how good of a manipulator this person is, because I feel honestly that their whole life, they have been getting what they want. Their whole life. People around, there's always been at least someone who was willing to take the heat for them, is what I'm getting, okay? A fall guy. That's fucked up, first of all. Like, you need to own up to your own shit. Actions have consequences. You can't run your mouth and expect nothing to happen. You know, if you say something in a nasty way around somebody that you know is going to take that as you saying it in a really nasty way, and they're most likely somebody who will be reactive to it, you're already going so far into playing God that you're basically screwing yourself at that point. This person has done this for a very long time. And I feel that every time someone has tried to teach them the lesson, they've done it trying to be nice. They've done it trying to do the least amount of harm to them because they know how fragile their ego genuinely is. Okay? And that's you. I feel that in the whole relationship, that's been the way that you've handled things. Okay? If you're still with us here and you're not triggered, this reading is for you, my love. Please hit the like video. Put the intention when you hit that like that you are going to send away. Don't do it yet. Don't just randomly click like on a video. You gotta see what you're tying your energy to. When you hit the like on the button on a video on my channel, sometimes it will have a specific intention set to it, but it will always have the absolute intention set for everyone to receive the clarity and truth that they need for their greatest good and the greatest good of all. I don't know about you, but I don't want to play God when I'm a baby God. I know we're learning a lesson. I don't know what the hell that lesson is because there's a lot of weird, crazy shit going on here with a lot of weird lessons that I've been learning, okay? But I know that there's something greater still that we're all supposed to learn, okay? So I try to keep that in mind and not be overly aggressive with people. Though sometimes I am called to be a little more aggressive with people. And I feel you're kind of being called to be a little more aggressive with your expression with this person. You're always trying to be Mr. Nice Guy. And I'm sorry, but you know the saying, I'm not going to say it, okay? The only person you need to be nice to is yourself. Why? Aren't we here to love? Yeah, babe, we are. But can you truly love yourself if no one else here is ever going to put you first? Because at the end of the day, their soul code kicks in and they're going to be called towards whatever they're actually called to. No matter how much they may want to stay with you and be with you. So you're being called to something greater than what you've been receiving in this relationship, okay? The song that we got, I said all the numbers, right? Yes, okay. The song that I got that just literally came out of nowhere is a single moment of sincerity. Can you get more specific than that? Because I was kind of like, you know, I wonder what the message today will be. And then I just continued about my day. And out of nowhere, this song comes to me. And it's a very specific feeling when it's for a video, like a reading that I'm meant to do. So say I weren't doing a video today, but I had a bunch of personal reads. I would still do this moment, write down the shit that I channel, because that's collective. Yeah, that's collective. It's collective energy. Yes. I feel like, yeah, there's some new people here, and I guess maybe this will help you understand maybe why you're so drawn to this channel, while it might be a little weird, because I know. I'm like, just take me in doses. Anybody new, please, just take me in little teeny doses, and take everything that I say with a grain of salt, because the universe is so vast, right, and so expansive, that we can't help but acknowledge that everything is constantly transforming. Everything is ever changing, ever moving, right? So isn't it better if the change is actually going to make you feel better for a change? And I say that because of the lyrics, okay? Now, I have it pulled up. I have my glasses. You know what? I wonder if I can read it from here. Although these are like, how many years are we now? I think 5 years? 4 or 5 years? No. 2020 was when I got these. I think I need to schedule an eye exam. I gotta save up for that one. Oops. Okay. It starts off literally, false tales. So what? Fake stories. They've been telling you stories. Lies of a washed up prom queen. Why'd you tell me everything was fine? Everything was okay. Get on your knees. There is very much succubus energy at play here, okay? This person definitely drains ki when they have sexual intercourse with others. And I'm seeing, what's that movie where they would like literally suck the soul out from the 80s or 90s? Like, y'all got Dementors now from Harry Potter, and that's cool and all, but there was a movie before that where they literally draw the soul out. Oh, kind of like Little Mermaid, but that was just her voice. But yeah, same kind of concept. This is what I saw. It was like the soul was sucked out and it looked like this light, because we are light beings. We are humans. Okay? Humans. Okay. I really need you to understand just how limitless you actually are, okay? Because I feel like you don't even recognize yourself when you look in the mirror. You look like someone you hate in the mirror. And for some of you, that's just a version of you. And for others of you, you are literally like, it's like in a movie where they show someone's looking at their face and it's like morphing into someone else's, but like instant, like flashes, right? And they're getting to the point where they're not going away, where all you see is this other person when you look at yourself in the mirror. And you get it, and you've been trying to change that. But it feels like that was never who you were. That was probably the first person you completely compromised your stability spiritually. Okay? Where you, your contact with source feels faded, muted. Okay? If you're clairaudient, it could be that you've gone from hearing things to just getting, I don't know, like a sound, that a specific sound, like it could be like a or a doo. It could be some sort of pitch, or it could be like it's a sound. I don't know. It's not giving me one specifically. It's just shuffling through different ones, because this is something you should know. And if you don't know, then it's not for you. Not everyone is clairaudient. Can we all be? Yes, we can. We can all be clairvoyant, clairsentient, claircognitive, clairgustant. We can be all of the clairs, right? It's just a different level of being human, okay? And not everyone even considers that as being possible. So congratulations if you do. That means that you believe in enough magic to know deep down inside that this is toxic, and you're going to walk away from it, and you're actually going to be okay. You're not going to walk away and then fall apart. No. You're going to walk away, rage out, maybe a little bit for some of you. And then I feel like if any crying is done, it's because of you're crying about your own reaction. Like, you thought you would be completely Ice King, not affected, right? But you actually were. And maybe it's just with this person. Maybe this person is just they're like a scorpion, right? Precision strikes, potent venom. Their words can be very painful. Let me tell you, as a survivor, verbal abuse is one of the absolute forms of abuse that a human can endure, especially when it is being done with the intention to make you believe what they are saying. And words are spells, darling. Okay. So while they have believed themselves to be casting things to go their way, what they have been doing is cursing you. cursing someone who is genuinely trying to do the right thing, because a part of the song that stuck out, it says being righteous isn't quite enough. I have to scroll it down because it's not on the screen. I just checked. I actually could have made the font a little bit smaller than I thought I could have and still be able to read it. That's good to know for the future so I can, read the lyrics to you guys. I have a wonky setup, but I like it this way, so I just go with it. It's okay. Being righteous, it's something, it's never enough, basically. It's never enough. And what does it mean, being righteous? It means that you are always morally right. Everything you say and do is always justifiable. This is why they say that sometimes even when you're wrong, you're right. Because morally, you are justifiable and you will be seen that way by the masses. Okay? I know, listen, I understand mental abusers, they like to do things behind closed doors, okay? That's where the hardest abuse comes from, because it's in the intimate moments where they use their words to crush you and to degrade you and belittle you, okay? It's in those moments because something you have done has offended their fragile ego, okay? Lies of a washed up prom queen, okay? So this is someone who was probably really popular once upon a time. And tapping into that, if I'm being honest with you, it's just what they thought of themselves. So they may not even have been prom queen, right? But they thought they were. And that's cool, that's great, but not at the cost of other people's happiness. You cannot build your happiness off of other people's misery, off of tearing other people down, off of blowing away, like the big bad wolf, blowing away someone else's house just to get what you want. You can't do that. Sooner or later, that will come back to bite you. Okay? So for some of you, that might mean you might be kicking this person out. Okay? With the big bad wolf reference, you might be kicking this person out. It's like you want to make them beg, but part of you doesn't even care. Like you don't care. But then there's still a part of you that wants to see them grovel. And I think it's because you feel like you've been groveling. You feel like you've been overgiving. But you did it willingly. I need you to accept that part and make peace with it. Okay? Accept that part and make peace with it. Because you will be able to process this so much more smoothly with way less stress and confusion. It leaves you more, it's crazy, like you're more open for making those agile movements. Now I'm saying like sports, for agile movements, right? But also, for the moments that need that calculating. So you're very aware, very present, very grounded. You could be doing meditations, humming, chanting, or maybe that would be useful if you haven't. Maybe try that, okay? It actually does do a vagus nerve reset when, I think is it Om, the one that they chant, that they proved with science that it can, like, release that? I don't know. But there's also a form of breathing. Oh, sorry, my dog's laying in the sun and it's right where the stick is, so. What was I saying? I was explaining something. And the more I think about it, the more I forget it. Oh. They wanted to keep you confused because they started feeling out of control. And I feel like they got very cruel with how they started treating you. And they didn't realize just how, and I love you, but just how dead you were feeling inside. What does that mean? That means you didn't feel like yourself anymore. You don't recognize yourself anymore. And so like the phoenix, you started to go up in flames. That means what? Whatever they used to be able to saddle you, right? To douse your flames of the fire horse and be able to mount you, the dam is breaking. Like the cork is being unscrewed or removed or whatever needs to be happened, right? For a lot of you, that means that their sexual dominance over you, which is all they had going for them with that incubus attachment they have, that's gone. So they won't be able, I feel, and I'm just going to say it because I don't know, for some of you, I feel like it's already happened maybe once or twice, but they're going to start to gross you out when they start trying to like take an argument type situation, something where like a situation, they see it as a losing battle. And so that's when they, it's their superpower and they kick it into overdrive. Yeah, and I'm seeing they try to hypnotize you, do their little thing. But I'm seeing in the Jungle Book when the snake does a thing and who was it that grabbed him? Was it Baloo, the bear? Grabbed the snake and was like not gonna have the snake shit, right? And the snake was very sneaky, very manipulative. The serpent being the representation of whoever she is, okay? There was a comment, all right, that really stood out. And it says, toxic relationships can in turn destroy a person's entire personality, spirit, and fate to ash. When it's time, it's time. The new doors awaiting to be opened. Ventured are better every time. Okay? That's what I mean when I say that somehow deep down inside of you, you know that no matter how unstable your emotions in this situation are, you know you will survive this. You will be fine walking away, okay? Tear out my eyes, remove my gift of sight. Power proves ever cursing, right? So it's like their foresight, your foresight, okay? Your foresight was dampened because, again, your essence, your key was being siphoned from you sexually. And then once they felt they had you hooked, they dug in even deeper for more because that's not enough, okay? Incubus and succubus energy isn't just for your sexual energy. No, they want it all. Like the Dementors, where they drain your entire life when you die, they literally want to drain your essence completely. And deep down, you can feel this. Deep down, you know that when you have certain interactions with them, it's very clear to you that they fucking hate you. They hate you, but they love that they can manipulate you. It's just too easy, and they ain't found something better yet. Because you keep allowing yourself to lower your boundaries more and more and more. You are allowing them to devour your soul. Expecto Patronum, that bitch. Bye. Only you have the power. At the end of the day, you have to emotionally tap in to your soul. Really feel what you've been feeling all along. See what you've been seeing all along. Hear what you have been hearing all along. And interconnect all of that. I want you to know that when someone makes you into the bad guy because of just how naturally manipulative they are with everyone, it was never your fault from the get-go. It was never your fault. from before this person even opened their mouth with you in conversation. They had a plan. They had intentions that weren't, oh my gosh, I'm so curious about this person. Wow, no, it was lustful. It was the strongest pull was the physical. Okay, you had features, attributes that she and the succubus highly covet. Okay? For some of you, they like the sound of your voice. And and they've been stealing your voice in many ways, in many ways. Okay? What was that par? I would go read it. All I gotta do is scroll down, but he's laying so close to my lamp and this wobbly ass table that if I just suddenly get up, he's gonna jump and suddenly get up. He's highly reactive. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is, if this resonates with you so far, you know, thank God, right? Like I'm happy that you see me and that you hear what I'm saying and that you're feeling anything you need to feel and hopefully processing it at a level that makes you realize, what? I am the fire horse. Why am I letting this creature tell me which way to go? And you flame on. And you burn those dark energies. Envision yourself burning those dark, imagine it's just randomly just dust. It just goes from all flames, and then your eyes adjust, right? Because you are the fire horse. You can see through the flames. You can exist in them, feel them, be them. They are one with you. Please realize that, okay? If you want to stay longer and get more truth out of this person, you can. And it will not make you hurt more. For some of you, it will actually help you hurt less. And those of you that's for will know it. You'll feel it. I truly feel someone here. You are, is it clairsentient, where you feel things? You get feelings, emotions or waves of them, that the connection of everything that you feel paints a clear picture for you. The patterns. Mm-hmm. It will allow you, those of you that pick up on patterns, all it will do is you will be getting more research basically on the patterns that you've already collected, and you may even pick up on some new ones that help, it's like a breakthrough in the process of experimentation of this invention, right? The invention being you're a free soul, you're a pure soul. And what it is, you've got to, you got tired. At some point you felt defeated, and you allowed them to dominate over your energy because you thought you wanted them riding on you, right? So this person can ride your ass a lot. And what do I mean by that? I mean, like, they're constantly bitching at you about something. They are never happy. It is never enough. It's like, even when you do everything perfect, they will find something to get pissy about. It is never good enough. And I think that it's because they don't want to I don't think they even want to have sex with you anymore. Because I feel like now that succubus energy knows that it's not getting. So now it's trying to pull them away. It's trying to pull them away to anywhere else that it can latch on for now and actually draw something so it can continue to control that soul. So let's say a prayer for this woman, whoever she is, your woman. I don't think she's your woman much longer with the message that we've received, but you already knew that. She doesn't know it yet because you haven't said anything yet, because you've just been coming to epic conclusions after having certain realizations for yourself about the situation, where it's like, where once 2 + 2 was a challenge for you, that it's like, that's baby math to you now, okay? Your pattern recognition has become impeccable. And I do believe you've noticed this in any new people coming into your life. You've been very easily able to read these people, and you probably have even warned your partner of specific people, but they didn't listen to you. And they didn't listen to you because that succubus energy has got a hold of them. And you need to disconnect because it is draining your essence, your life force. They're done sucking the sexual energy out of you, which is why they don't get pleasure from that anymore, okay? Some of you, you know she's been faking it. Okay? Yeah, a single moment of sincerity. I'm telling you, nothing they do is genuine. Nothing. And you're realizing that. You are realizing that. The only person who knows the true them is them, and they hide that from everyone. They willingly, knowingly, satisfyingly, hide that from everyone. And you're not like that. You like to show the world you. You like to genuinely connect with other people who are doing the same. You love those interactions. They feel deeply engaging at a level that is not received from other people. You can tell when there's genuine connection, and it's that pattern recognition, okay? That's your clairs working together to paint the full picture for you. Some of you, you may come to realize that you have multiple clair abilities, okay? And you may have just yourself silenced them at some point from repeatedly ignoring them and rejecting them when they were bringing the truth to you in ways that you were meant to grab onto, but instead you chose to once again believe the manipulation. But it was because you wanted to, because you wanted things to work. You wanted this to be the one, right? Which is why I feel, because that some of you, you've been years and years with this person, over 8 years, and you wanted it to be her. All right? The years 1999 and 1988 could be significant for somebody here. Yes, compass and plane were two symbols that, and also, I don't know if it's a hornet or a wasp. I just know it's got this over-exaggerated stinger, right? Skinny wings. It doesn't look like anything on this planet, if I'm being honest. At least nothing I know of. And also, I saw a scorpion, so we'll add that. Plain not now, pen. Thank you. Scorpion. And what will we call this? I guess wasp or hornet, but I don't know. I'm telling you, the stinger is just, the stinger itself, just the stinger is almost as large as the entire body of this creature. I'm telling you, it's nothing on this planet. We'll just call it stinger. Ooh, that's a car. A pretty one. Okay. Anything else? I know we didn't pull any cards, but guys, sometimes that's how it works on my channel. I guess if you want to stay longer, this will be like the extended reading part, where we'll actually pull some cards and see what it says. And if you're done and you've heard enough and you're like, you know what, I have better things to do with my time, go do you, baby, have fun. Because I'm telling you, you have been doing everything for this chick and not enough for yourself for far too long. Okay, so some of you could have been with this person over 8 years, but 8 years is how long you've been their bitch. And you're done with it. So you're just ready to go have fun. If that's for you, I love you. Thank you for staying this long. You can put a little heart below, right, with a horse and some fire, so that we know you've already shook off that dam and flame on and you're good to go. All right? And that'll give hope to everybody else going through this, that they can do the same, right? Okay, now to continue on. Let's see what's in the blackness of this person's heart. Because I feel some of you, what I might say, might just be something that you guys that are still here can use to recall stuff that's already happened with this person. Ooh. Frozen and bottled up. Didn't I say, like, yeah, it's like you've gone through a lot of moments. So sorry, my dog might almost knock this over. I'm trying not to move. He found a spot. Anyways, this person wanted you stuck, okay? Very, very, very stuck. Stuck in your head, stuck in your feels, okay? Unable to speak clearly, unable to really see, okay? I'm seeing a lot of fog, a lot of mist. Some of you, your vision can have decreased, which I don't feel is natural for you. There are exercises. Try those. You know, I'm not a professional. Please go see one. But there are even these glasses that so many people, like a lot of people, okay, they swear that their vision improved using them. So, I mean, they are a muscle. The eyes are a muscle. So it would make sense that they would need to be trained to something other than just a fucking screen all day, which is what humans do now. Ha! They may have been okay with, like, totally supporting you doing something like spacing out and just playing video games all day long. Or, yeah, and I'm getting, like, even if it's those little mobile phones or some shit. The mobile phone games. Yeah, the mobile phone games. But they're like the ones that require way too much effort. I'm sorry, it's a game. It's supposed to be enjoyable. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you... Yeah. Let's see what's in this person's black heart. For everybody that stayed, please. And then we'll get a light card. Yeah, they're making their decisions for all of the wrong reasons. And I think that's jealousy I just saw there. Yeah, I'm telling you. Remember how I said jealousy? Remember how I said that this person hates you and some of you, you can look at them. Yeah, you're tired of the secrets because the secrets came in reverse and I flipped it over. You're tired of the secrets. You already see where things are going to go. Your abilities have kicked in to now your abilities are hitting like Super Saiyan, right? Now it's like the kryptonite was just destroyed and burst into ash or whatever, and Superman is now regaining his strength, and bam, you're seeing clearly now. You see how jealous this person is. It's like they're jealous of how people like you. They're jealous of how lighthearted you are, and it feels like you're very forgiving and compassionate. And ow, my foot. Oh yeah, that's asleep. Oh man. Well, it's because he was laying here when we first started. So I'm literally scooched over to the side so my dog could be there. He is so spoiled. All my boys are. Yeah, I see someone is hexing. I told you. I told you. They've been cursing you this whole time. And they really don't want you knowing just how much they've been manipulating your emotions. Like, it's like they know your little triggers and they know everything that you've asked of them influences. They know where's your head at. Who is that? That wasn't, I don't know. I don't want to say it because I know I will get the wrong artist. But the song is Where's Your Head At? So you might find yourself thinking, you know, like, what the heck was I thinking? Because you're losing control of some of your own actions. But it's because your soul, your actual self, minus all the restraints you've put on yourself because of your love for her, is now like burning through, okay? All they want to do, yeah, they may even be turning to witchcraft or rituals, right? Ritualistically thinking, like, you know, obsessively thinking, that's ritual. It's focused intent over a period of time with effort and activities, because I feel like they could be washing dishes and they would be, you know, hexing and cursing away, thinking, how can I convince him to this, that, or the other? How can I make him see my way? How can I make him do this thing that I want him to do? You know, and it's that's why I said it's always about them. It's always about them, and it's always going to be about them, because they have a secret that they don't want anyone to know. Not even you. Only you in reverse flew out. Not even you. They're trying to keep this deep, dark secret hidden from you because it's something that they have been unable to leave behind, right? Unable to even process, it feels like. Their own ghosts are haunting them. And anchor and escape, they cannot avoid it any longer. They cannot avoid it any longer. Yeah, all they can do is watch, because miraculously you are being overtaken by the Holy Spirit, as they say, and you are being moved to speak, moved to take action. That means you're walking away from this person and embarrassing them in front of other people if you feel like walking away. Even with you knowing that they don't like that because they see it as a sign of disrespect and, oh, you shouldn't argue with me in front of people or da-da-da, whatever. You should always look like you're on my side, da-da-da. Okay, no. I need to always make sure that I'm, you know, not morally corrupting myself for you. Ta-da! Okay? Yeah. Stonewall, not speaking, not taking action. They now, because they've wanted you so stuck, they're realizing just how stuck they actually are. They didn't leave themselves an exit. They got so reckless in taking this because of the energy. And I feel like it's the succubus energy. And it may not have even been their fault that this succubus is upon them, right? Or incubus. I don't know. I guess it's, I don't know. I don't know if it's succubus or incubus, because it could honestly be either one. I think you'd probably know better than me if you research enough about it. But we're going to pull you a light card, okay? They have some beautiful affirmations. I'm not feeling called to any other of my decks at this time. So we're going to just get a couple of these, and then that'll be this reading, okay? Please understand you are loved, you are seen, you are understood. This reading is not for a toxic man. This reading is for a genuinely good man. You are a genuine, please hear me when I say this. You are a genuinely good man. You always try to do the right thing. You always try to take a moral high ground. And in doing so, you go through the process, like you're actually going through the process of dealing with how things make you feel. Oh, he has completely shifted my camera. But hey, he's comfortable, right? Now, everything in a reading happens for a reason. So they could be the only ones comfortable and everybody around them is completely uncomfortable. Always. It might last just for a little bit, but sooner or later that the prom queen, right, mentality kicks in, and we're talking toxic prom queen, okay? Not humble, pretty prom queen. No. This is toxic prom queen. This could be somebody who maybe low-key always wanted to be prom queen, but they were probably like never even popular in school. And I believe you to be somebody that everybody likes to be around you. They love what you have to say. They resonate with you. They, you make them, it's almost like some of the random stuff you say, shows other people that they're not alone in feeling some type of way about something. But it's the way you say it where it's like you're also teaching them a neutral way, I guess, to say it, a way that won't come across as offensive, because I don't feel like you're ever trying to use your words to do harm. I feel like you're always trying to come from the heart, and that takes a lot of strength and a lot of power, and you have absolutely been doing that. We have faithfulness at the bottom here, okay? So I do feel like you probably could have cheated 1,000 times over if you wanted to, and I don't believe you have. So if you're someone who has cheated on the woman you're with, this is not your reading. But if you have been faithful, loyal, and treated your connection as divine, honey, this is absolutely you. You are not at fault. Okay? Faithfulness says, it's like light. So we are light, so you should get to see them as well, okay? I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. Oh, beautiful. And return to hearts right behind that. And at the other end over here, unconditional love. 2 hearts. 2 hearts. 2 hearts that beat as one. Come on. 80s music. No, that's early 90s, wasn't it? I don't know. I honestly don't know. You're remembering a lot about yourself, about what really makes you happy. And please know that your words are being guided by the Most High at this time. The divine fruit kind of looks like a peach, so maybe peaches would be good for you, or apricots, plums. Also could be what the non-fuzzy ones, nectarines. Okay. As I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warmth, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. Some of you could really benefit from sitting outside in the sun, okay? Again, I'm not a medical professional. Please go seek one. But if the sun were so bad, why is it that everything in nature follows it and seeks it? You ever watched a cat or a dog? They'll move along with the sun. Wherever the sun's rays are hitting in a room, they'll move and lay in that spot. Plants, the leaves will move, seeking out the sun all day. We're the same. These vessels need attention, they need love, okay? That's why your connection with you is the most important one, because you'll actually realize that. So please take care of your health at this time. heavy metal detox, parasite cleanse. What else? I'm getting habit detox for some of you. I guess you'll know what that is. Okay. Yeah, the more I tried to look into it, the foggier it got. That gives me a headache. I'm not doing that. All right, inner work. See, I told you, you've been doing the inner work, which is why you can feel such a shift in the energies. Because sooner or later, we do enough work and we progress enough to... It's like we didn't even realize we just completed a bonus round, and now we exit that bonus round with this massive boost for X amount of time in this game, right? God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing. As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. I direct my thoughts toward the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage. Thus, I get stronger. And I forgot to add the snake. Oh, and the bear. And the bear, because we got Baloo the bear from... what is that? Mowgli, the Jungle Book, the original like Disney movie, the Jungle Book. And I guess lion, because I did say the lion. I did talk about the lion. But it's funny because the lion that I'm being shown is the lion from the Disney animated film. Robin Hood. I was like, how do I not know this word? It's one of my favorites. Robin Hood. King, Prince, whatever. So he's not even a fucking king, okay? So this bitch isn't even a fucking queen. She's still a spoiled little princess that inside has never grown up, has never evolved emotionally, because she's repressed whatever it is that she's been repressing. And that is nobody's fault but her own. We all get the same 24 hours in a day. We all get the same 365 days in a year and 366 on a leap year. Everyone's time is spent how they choose to spend it. We know that our minds are always elsewhere, even when we're at work, even when we're playing, even when we're with the family. We know sometimes it happens to all of us. So we know, therefore, it genuinely is a fucking choice to be such a rancid bitch. Oh my God, how can you speak about another woman that way? Girl, because there are a lot of rancid bitches in the world that nobody has ever put in their place, that continue to fucking hurt good guys, that then turn into assholes, that then hurt good girls because they're too caught up in the same vicious incubus succubus energy, right? And then they're doing the same thing because the same entities are attached to them. That's why I say it that way. That's why I'm so blunt and so brutal. Yes, because it has to be said. I'm like, Yzma, I'll smash it with the hammer. Call me the Wicked Witch. I really don't care. Inner work is critically important, and this person has not fucking done it. And I feel like you've taken a beating from this person long enough. So inner work says, God brings me ideal situation. Didn't I read this one? Darkness turns into courage, thus I get stronger. Yeah. But I'm going to read it again because I feel called to. God brings me ideal situations for my inner healing. So no matter what happens, just know that this is to help you heal. You can even ask in the moment it's happening where you're like, oh my God, fuck, not this again. What is this trying to help me heal? Because it's for your inner healing. You have it right here. As I become aware of my weaknesses, I turn them into strengths. The things that they used to use to hurt your feelings, they're not going to be able to do it anymore. Because you're going to be, you forgiven or accepted at some level that now it is no longer able to create or stir up or invoke chaos within you. Okay? I direct my thoughts toward the light and see the positive side of every stage of my life. Darkness turns into courage. Thus, I get stronger. So you're absolutely learning from your past at this time as well. You're learning. You're learning your own strengths, your own powers. You're seeing how even in your weakest moments, you've been strong. And I believe that what you're going to realize about that is that you've always had Lenny Kravitz, Stillness of Heart. Getting a lot of rock music, so you could really like rock, okay? Is it Stillness of Heart? I don't know, but I'm going to look that up. We'll see. This one says me. This person could have green eyes, okay? Because this just looked like a green eyeball to me for a second there. Or maybe Amber. Or their name could be Amber. I don't know. I allow serenity to reign in me. The love I have for myself invites harmony to settle within my being. I listen to, honor, and strive. They don't want you empowering yourself. They don't want you loving yourself. The more that you love yourself, the less of a hold they can have over you, because love was this fucking surrender. Because you chose love with them every time. I listen to, honor, and strive to fulfill the needs of my soul. This is now working towards bringing yourself peace, bringing yourself stillness, okay? Unconditional love to wrap up the reading here. My heart is free from resentment towards others. Yeah, I still think at the end of the day, you don't hate this person because, like I said, you love them. So I don't think you'll ever be able to hate this person, but you absolutely hate how they treated you, how they dismissed you, how they rejected you, how they manipulated you, how they seemingly were attempting to just, subjugate. I don't even know what that means, if I'm being honest, but that's the word that I got. Might be for somebody. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in everything. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. So, okay, you may even know where this wounding comes from on her. You may already know what she refuses to even look at herself. But instead of her seeing you as somebody who could have possibly been but one person to actually be able to help her not feel any more pain from that anymore, instead they chose to bury it even deeper, and in doing so rejecting you and your connection, which is very, very tragic. And they may one day realize that, and if they do, then I feel it will make them sad. But anything is possible for them in the future, and anything is possible for you. But yeah, let me go. I'm gonna check over there real quick for any more of the lyrics that pop out, and I'll just yell them over. Spilling every lie you've spilled before. Still, I'm not forgiving you. What's happened between us? What can I give to save us? Being righteous isn't quite enough. What's happened between us? What can I give to save me? Do you see how that changed from you're no longer trying to save the relationship. You're trying to save yourself, to save your own sanity, to save your own soul. You're tired of feeling this disconnect with yourself because it's unnatural, and you know it's unnatural, but it's what happens, unfortunately, when we allow our love for another to consistently and repeatedly surrender our own comforts, our own joys, things like that. So you could have probably given up a lot of things that, you know, were things you always wanted, and you got them. But then I feel like, again, your happiness became too much and you became less controllable. So they stepped on your neck a little harder, right, to get you to release. But it's almost like, I don't think they realized that it's like they were, I'm seeing them as like the scorpion now, thinking they've gotten you, but really they've gotten themselves. They've been injecting the venom into themselves, which is why their behavior has become more venomous. Their words have become more hurtful, more like they can't even control their own words because they're getting too pissed off, and they're you know, and you're just like, you're no longer agreeing with them, and that in and of itself is setting them off at another level. All right, guys, that's what I'm going to end this reading here. If you decide to stay in this relationship, that's up to you. I send you a prayer that if you choose to stay longer for whatever your reasoning may be, may you receive the purest, most concentrated clarity and truth, okay, to guide you on your way. And that said, guys, I'm going to end it here. This was really, really long, but it's for somebody. It's for somebody. And even if it's only one person in this world of however many billion, then I hope it finds you. I do. That's my intention with this reading. May it find you. May it call to you. May it appear before you. May someone else be watching it somewhere randomly in a park or a store or something, and you see it and are drawn to it. But may it find you. And if you're here, I guess it did. So awesome. All right, guys. Yeah. I wish you all the best, and you can like the video if you want. You can share it if this is somebody that you know that's going through this. Maybe you're the friend of this guy who's going through it with this female. I don't want to call her names, but, you know, sometimes there are labels that are placed on us humans that there are those of us who genuinely deserve to have those labels placed upon them. And, yeah, again, because actions have consequences. You're free to do whatever you want, but civilization itself, humans, the collective, we're allowed to call it whatever we believe it to be. So yeah, acceptance that, you know, this person, I'm telling you, she really has made it a habit of doing whatever it takes to get things her way. Her whole life. You are not her first victim, babe. You are not, and you will not be her last if she chooses to not open her heart to God, basically. Okay? And hey, it's a decision everybody's got to make. It's kind of the time for all of that on this planet. If you know, you know. All right, guys. I'm going to go now. You've got this. You're fine, okay? Yeah, I honestly don't have words for it. This kind of situation really sucks. But it's okay. Better things will come. All right? Bye, guys.